So you've been to Brazil
Yes.
a couple of times now.
Yeah, I thought it was 5, but 4.
4 times.
Yeah, we're here for like a long time usually, like so it feels like longer, but only 4 I think or 5.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about Brazil so far?
I love the guys here. You guys all have big butts and it's something that like I'm not used to, so that's hot. I mean, everybody's beautiful here. I'm like, you're homeless people. I'm like, hi, have a shower.
Call me.
Come in, maybe.
Congratulations on whatever.
Thank you.
It's an excellent album. I was
Thank
listening
you.
to it last night with my boyfriend. It's
Oh,
great.
cool. Thank you.
And what drew you to do a rock album at this particular moment of your life?
My first musical project was supposed to be like rock driven, but they told me to stick the electronic kind of like pop music because it'll chart me.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like, okay. And then we ended up doing Till Death Do Us Party, and then my second record, After Party, was going to be produced by like a producer from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and it was supposed to be like rock. And we ended up doing the same producers because it just worked. And then the third record, I broke from management, and I just wanted to do everything that I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to write some like Kurt shit because that's what I love. Like the way Kurt writes, Courtney writes, they're very similar. And so yeah, I mean, essentially I just wanted to be rock, but it took 3 albums.
And so, since we're talking about your influences, I noticed that there are a lot of different styles
Yeah.
within the same album.
For sure.
Like there's a little bit of Alice in Chains, sometimes
Ah.
Marilyn Manson.
Okay, yeah.
And what other influences did you have?
Soundgarden, Audio Slave, Chris Cornell in general. Like I wanted to like marry him when I was a kid, but I didn't really pay attention so much the way he wrote. And I moved to Seattle to write the album and just kind of like, I know it sounds really cheesy, but kind of lived like 2 blocks up from where Bleach was recorded, Nirvana. So I wanted to like live it. I wanted to just feel it, and the angst was there still. And
Still?
Yeah. The people aren't there, but it's still there somewhere in the energy. Like I know it sounds weird, but with the homeless people there, I got not to know them, but I talked to a lot of them, and most, I would say 80% of them are musicians, and like we would talk music, and when they were younger, living in the streets in the 90s and stuff, and yeah, so just kind of just knowing like the local people.
Seems a lot like more laid back than the Los Angeles scene or the New York scene, is it?
Kinda. The gay scenes are different because I based it off of like the gayborhoods and stuff. In West Hollywood where I live, it's more chill because everybody's like a stoner and they're all just like chill, riding skateboards and shit. In Seattle, it's more kind of like musically driven. Like everybody's super into music. They know all their bands. I just love that because I grew up with like, I say my dad gave me nothing but musical knowledge. I know all the whole like classic rock shit because of my dad, so I definitely appreciated that.
Well, let's talk about Hole.
Oh,
You have a great t-shirt here. Oh my God.
Hell
I'm a
yeah.
huge Hole fan. Congrats on a t-shirt.
Yes, it's a vintage gig. We're just talking. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, I don't spend money on clothes, but Mitch, I'll buy a vintage t-shirt.
Always.
Always. No, Hole's one of my favorite bands ever. Just the way she writes. I mean, the way they write. I know they all got input in the gigs, but Courtney is one of my biggest inspirations. I'm like friends with Frances. She came into one of my lives recently.
I was gonna ask you that. Have you met her?
No, I haven't met her, but like Courtney came into one of my lives and I was totally trying to play it cool. She's like, hey, and I was like, oh my God, like inside though, but I was like, what's up?
I was doing the same thing.
It's like, right?
It's like a everyday thing.
And then when she hangs up, call your mom, be like, oh my God! Yeah, it was so that. No, but I love her. She's a huge musical inspiration to me.
Oh, and have a live through this tattoo.
I do.
Show them, yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, I got that in Australia when my boyfriend broke up with me. He's Australian. Fuck him.
I lived in Australia.
Oh, which part?
When I was 18 years old in Sydney. I lived there
Sydney?
for a year, yeah.
No way!
Yeah. What other rock and roll women inspire you?
Brody Dill is one of my biggest inspirations. I don't really go to concerts too much, but when I was 14, I went to one of her shows and she spit beer on me and it was the best experience of my life. And then I went in the mosh pit and I got my ass kicked by like all these like straight guys who were fucking me up and I was like, I don't give a fuck. But I love the Distillers and the Spice Girls. They're the best rock band in the world.
Well, that's a quote.
I gave it to them when I did the AP magazine cover. They were like, who's your favorite rock band? And I was like, Spice Girls. And they're like, what? I'm like, write that down. It's the Spice Girls.
They do rock.
Yeah, they're rock, man. They're rock stars.
What's your favorite Spice Girl?
Ginger.
Ginger.
I loved chick bands growing up and just like any type of female empowerment. So any type of girl power gigs, I was like, yes.
So do you feel like your performance changed with the rock input? I mean, you have always been rock and roll in your performances, but do you feel like has it changed?
I don't think it's changed. I think it's boosted it. I wanted to write music to match my performing style because I'm really like weird and crazy on stage. So it just matches. I think it's just, I've always been kind of weird. It just sounds like it looks now.
I feel like punk and drag, they do come from the same place, right? Like,
Epitome of drag is punk. You're going against any type of like social stereotype and you're literally punching it in the dick. You're not gonna tell me that I'm not a boy or a girl, I'm whatever I feel. And that's what drag is.
yeah, you said recently that you don't identify with your non-binary, you
I'm
don't identify
non-binary.
with genders.
For
and
sure.
Did many kids come up to you like, yeah?
Oh.
Like, I suppose many
I
will.
would say probably like 80 to 70% of my support system are trans youth. Like when I go out, they're all just young, figuring out what life is, what the meaning of gender is. I lived my life as a girl my entire high school life. So it was like after that, I was like, I still feel in between. Like I don't feel comfortable just being like shaved head and stuff. Like I say, I'm my best self when I have long hair. I just feel like I'm together. But I love my beard as well. So I just want to be like in between. And I don't get offended when people say he or she. Like you can call us whatever you look like.
What are your next projects?
We have a lot of like reality TV offers that are happening that I'm just not really ready for yet.
Yeah.
I like doing music a lot. So I mean like reality shows are fun, but like it has to be the right concept for me to be like, okay, cool. It's just been a lot of bullshit that I've been like, dude, that has nothing to do with me.
I really like that you left All Stars too.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I thought it was really cool and I would have done the same pretty much.
Not
It was
for me.
not your scene at all.
Mentally, I wasn't there. It was not
I
good.
can imagine,
I should have
yeah.
just stuck, because I said no at first. My manager's like, it's good. I'm like, fine.
But that's good, that's relatable. Like
A lot of people see it as like me quitting, but it's like, dude, if you don't feel comfortable and it's fucking with your soul, get the fuck out of there.
that's like the main lesson in life. You should like take care of yourself and nurture yourself, not just submit yourself to things you don't want to, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the plane, you put the mask on yourself before you save the kid, man. Like, get out of there. Like, go save yourself.
So thank you, Adore.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
the
was
easiest
great.
one. What the hell?